So Mark and I are driving north on Lakeshore Drive right now on kind of a sunny but hazy Monday afternoon, and we're going to go check out Lakeview East. It's an area that I don't think we've really covered all that much lately on Yo. Not just a whole lot of development there. I think it's primarily conversions that we have over in that area. But we wanted to do a drive around just to kind of give you an idea of the neighborhood, show you around a little bit, and maybe reacquaint ourselves with it some. So we're driving in the Yo-mobile. We're going to get off, I guess, at Diversey and then cruise around there. Lakeview East is the part of Lakeview bounded by Diversey on the south, Addison on the north, and Halsted on the west. So we're going to try to kind of stick around that area, although Lakeview proper is much larger than that. Before we came out, I kind of pulled up some trivia and information about Lakeview as a community area. Some of you may not know this, but Lakeview started off as a place where farmers grew a lot of celery, according to the Encyclopedia of Chicago. Bet you didn't know that. And actually became a township in the 1850s, which back then Lakeview was pretty much a good chunk of the north side. It was everything from Fullerton to Devon. And became its own city for a couple years in the 1880s before it was incorporated or annexed into Chicago. So, like I said, gonna go check this out. According to the Metro Chicago Information Center, the MCIC, back in 2000 there were about 59,000 people in Lakeview East, and projections have that rising to about 62,000 by 2010. Most of the residents are white college grads, unmarried. Most of them rent instead of own their homes. Median household income is about $50,000 a year. And the MCIC, they have a thing called a Community Vitality Index, which measures different things in the community, such as their community amenities, economic potential, and so on. Has a very high economic potential, has about a middle-of-the-road score for its community amenities, things like restaurants and leisure locations. And it doesn't score very well in what they call their social capital category, which measures things such as voting participation, ethnic diversity, things like that. Here on our right is Halsted Row, which is a pretty large condominium development here on Halsted, 2847 Halsted. 44 units, priced from the 450s to 710s, range from 2 to 3 bedrooms and 2 to 3 baths. We just passed that. We're about to turn onto Oakdale, which is one of these side one-way streets. Because we're going to swing back around onto George, a lot of the projects that are going on here in this neighborhood are going to be on side streets like this, one-way streets, nicely shaded on each side.
Very eclectic architecture.
Yeah, it really is. Alright, so we're just kind of winding our way through some of the side streets right now. Here in the 500 block of Surf, which I would assume, looking at it, would be sort of a classic example of a 4+1, which seem to be pretty prevalent in this area. Yeah. Sign said that there are going to be public hearings, if there haven't been already, for a proposed Surf/Pine Grove landmark district. Apparently some of these homes could become landmarked at some point.
Yeah, but it's a very urban neighborhood.
Yeah. Alright, so we're turning north onto Broadway. We're actually going to pass the site of a big development that has not broken ground yet, but that we've written about 2 or 3 times over past month or two. It's going to be here on the left-hand side of your screen, the western side. It's called Broadway 3030. It's the site of the old Lakeview Dominics. I guess this would be it, right?
Yes, it is. This is
blue fences. 2005, that place burned down, and starting later this year, or early next year, I suppose, they're going to start construction on a new Dominics with 53 condominiums on top of it. So anyway, we're on Broadway, which kind of looks like it is the main retail corridor here for the area.
definitely one of the main dining corridors in any event.
Yeah.
A lot of ethnic restaurants on Broadway.
Mediterranean cuisine we have over here to our right. Chili Max 5-way chili.
You know.
To our left. One of the few places I actually get to regularly over here, which is the Reckless Records over on the right. Although living in Wicker Park, I tend to go to the Milwaukee Avenue location much more often. I haven't ever really made it to the downtown location. As you can see, traffic really tends to back up here, at least in mid-afternoon. Hawthorn Place is a street that Joe Zekas told us about, so that it's one of the few streets this close to the lakeshore that has just a whole lot of single-family homes. So we're going to take a right, head back east toward Lakeshore Drive here in just a second and check that out. Alright, so here we are on Hawthorn. If you can forgive the sticker in the window here. We'll look this way, we'll look north. Lots of large single-family homes.
Very large.
Very large. All fenced in the front. This is a landmark district, the signs say. And I can believe it.